Previously on Pokemon Crimson and Ivy, we were introduced to the brand new Icona region and got the chance to meet Professor Hemlock. He gave us the chance to choose one of Icona's starter Pokemon as we begin our Pokemon journey. Professor Hemlock's nephew, Connor, also picked a starter, and we were greeted by Professor Hemlock's daughter, Caroline, before heading out. What's gonna happen next? Watch and subscribe for more episodes to find out.
Hey, Cole, Clover, wait up! I know I said I'd see you around, but then I realized you might need somebody to point you in the right direction. Olimori is going to be where you'll find the first gym leader that you'll be able to challenge. And to get there, you're going to want to head west onto Route 301, which will take you to Rusakawa. From there, you'll want to take Route 302 and go through Olimori Forest, which will lead you to Olimori on the other side.
Excuse me, Caroline. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, hey, Connor. I was just telling Cole and Clover where to go to get to their first gym.
And why do you think you're doing that? You're a Hemlock, Caroline. You need to start acting like it. You can't be showing newbies like these two the tricks of our trade.
I was literally just giving them directions.
Yeah, likely story. It's too bad for you two, but I know Icona like the back of my hand, and I can personally guarantee that I'll make it to Olimori before you.
Anyways, as you might expect, you're obviously going to be seeing a lot of Pokemon on your way there. So why don't you take some of these Pokeballs for the trip? They'll come in super handy when you run into a Pokemon you want to catch. On your way to Olimori, you're probably also going to see a few Pokemon that you've never seen before if you're new to this region, and
I think I could take it from here, cuz if you're gonna go ahead and blab all our secrets away anyway, might as well be a true trainer who gives them the lowdown.
How is this guy my cousin?
Around these parts, there's a few Pokemon that are native to Icona that you'll run into. And it might just be my aura as a pro trainer, but it looks like one is headed this way. This is Burbushi, the trainee Pokemon. You can find these little guys all around Okerton and Rusakawa, as they tend to prefer the more rural countryside. They're personally a little weak for my taste, but they wouldn't be bad for a trainer like you.
Holy Miltank, can you just put a sock in it, Connor? Another Pokemon you tend to see around here is this cute little fella, Squeakid. They're pure normal types and are noteworthy for their especially small size, which is why they're known as the tiny rodent Pokemon. Don't let their rodent status fool you though, because they're as cute of a Pokemon as you'll ever find around here.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of moo-moo milk you've been drinking, but last I heard, cute doesn't win battles. Go enter a contest over in Hoenn or something if you care about cuteness so much. Anyways, back to me. There's one other Iconan Pokemon you'll find in this area, and it's this squirmy little thing. This is Pitterpest, and it's known as the bothersome Pokemon. If you catch one, I recommend you nickname it Caroline. This is like the typical bug type that you'll see in Icona, except these guys are extremely annoying. They tend to sneak their way into people's houses without being invited, and you know, most of the time, people are trying to get rid of them instead of catch them. I don't know if you're into bug types or anything, but personally, not my thing.
For once, we actually agree on something. So, do you see why I gave you two some Pokeballs? There are tons of amazing Pokemon here in Icona, and these three were just the start. You'll definitely see lots more once you really start exploring. So why not head on out to Olimori now? Just remember the directions I gave you, and you'll be there in no time.
But not before me! Later, losers!
So, for better or for worse, it looks like we just got a pretty good introduction to the Icona region. Like Caroline said, if we head through Route 301, we'll end up in Rusakawa, which is another small town in Icona where Connor lives. From there, if we head onto Route 302, we'll eventually make our way to Olimori Forest. This forest is full of Burbushi, Squeakid, and Pitterpest, just like Caroline and Connor said. So if you feel like you'd catch one of these three and put them on your team, be sure to let me know in the comments and keep me up to date on how your teams are coming along. After exiting the forest, however, we'll end up on the south side of Route 302, and before we know it, we'll be in Olimori. This city was actually partially built within the forest itself, and is covered in greenery. It's also, as we've been told, the site of the first gym of the Icona League, so we might as well head over there and see what the gym has to offer.
Hello, and welcome to the Olimori Gym. I'm Russell, and I'm what you call a gym leader. If you want to become the Icona League champion, you gotta go through me and earn my gym badge. You kinda look like a bit of a runt. Are you sure you want to take me on? Huh, I like your attitude. You better get ready then, because my team and I are about to take you down! Despite Olimori being a very forested place, I specialize in fighting-type Pokémon. Here in Icona, we consider the more aggressive fighting types to be a great first test to see if you're truly worthy of taking on the rest of the league. We use a lot of different fighting types in this gym, but my personal favorite and my signature Pokémon is Minimal. Minimal is a pure fighting-type Pokémon native to Icona, and it's known as the Wolverine Pokémon. Despite their size, these Pokémon are extremely aggressive and are known to knock out Pokémon much bigger than themselves. It even has a signature ability known as Underdog, that raises Minimal's attack if its level is lower than its opponent's. You better give it all you got if you want to beat me. I can't believe it. You beat me. Looks like you're not such a runt after all. Well, I can't deny it. Looks like you've got what it takes to take on the Icona League. Take this. It's the Knockout Badge. It's official proof that you've defeated the Olimori Gym. Now that you've got the Knockout Badge, I imagine you're probably wanting to challenge the rest of Icona's gyms too. The next one you'll want to face is the Wengeford Gym. If you head east and take Route 303, you'll eventually be led to the Icona Desert. And on the other side of that is the city of Wengeford where you'll find the gym. The desert's no joke, so you'll want to go prepared. But if you can make it across, you should be able to take on the gym leader just fine. You've got a lot of special talent, kid. I can feel it. So go out there and become Icona's next champion.
Hello? Cole? Clover? Are you there? It's me, Professor Hemlock. I figured I'd give you a ring and check in on how you're doing. What's that? You've already got a gym badge? My goodness, you've certainly gotten the hang of how to be a trainer then, haven't you? I just talked to Connor as well. He was on his way to Wengeford, so it sounds like you're right behind him. The road between Olimori and Wengeford is long and can be treacherous, but it certainly has its rewards if you can stay vigilant. In fact, if you've got a good eye, you might be able to spot one of my favorite Pokémon. Its name is Whiskeroo, and it's known as the Whiskers Pokémon. Whiskeroo are pure water types and like to hang out near bodies of water where they like to play and practice their hunting skills. I also keep one at the lab for company and can personally attest to the fact that they make great pets. They also make wonderful team members, so I wouldn't miss the chance to catch one if I were you. In addition to Whiskeroo, though, there's also a lot of opportunity to train your team in this area as well, and potentially get your Pokémon strong enough to evolve. In fact, it looks like your starter Pokémon are about to evolve themselves. Let's see what they turn into. My goodness, Pupperoot has evolved. This is Barcolla, and it's the fluffy Pokémon. It's still a pure grass type, but it has gained a considerable amount of fluffy fur. Barcolla likes to style its fur into ornate patterns, and is very popular amongst the more esteemed residents of Icona. What's this? Even more starter Pokémon are evolving. Let's have a look. This is his Scorch, the fire snake Pokémon, and the evolved form of Snakindle. A little less cutesy than its previous form, his Scorch has begun to harness the powers of its flames, and now looks to be more on the offensive. If you're not paying attention, it might just slither up and burn you. offering Cyndaquils. It looks like Totodrot has evolved as well. This is Gallopond, the water cult Pokémon, and Totodrot's evolved form. It's not quite as timid as the Totodrot it once was, and has gained new strength during evolution, which has given it supreme confidence. The patience of any Totodrot trainer is sure to pay off as soon as it evolves into this steedy Pokémon. Well, it looks like no matter which starter Pokémon you chose, you now have its evolution. Hopefully you can enjoy these three as much as their first forms, as they are sure to continue to be a powerful ally on your adventure. With that in mind though, this has been quite the long phone call, and I have some papers to return to, so I'll let you be on your way. It looks like you're about to enter Wengeford as well, and the site of your next gym battle. So good luck, you two. I know you'll do great.
Well, look who decided to finally show up. I imagine you're probably looking for the Wengeford gym. Well, lucky for you, I know exactly where to find it because I already beat the gym leader and got my gym badge. I figured you would be slow, but even I didn't expect you to be this slow. I'm already off to beat the next gym now, so by the time you get your second badge, I'll probably already have 3, 4, all 8 of mine. You know, sometimes it's tough being this amazing. Anyways, if you want to find the gym, it's straight down this road. Good luck. You're gonna need it, losers.
Hello, and welcome to the Wengeford Gym. My name's Marin, and I'm this town's gym leader. Here in Wengeford, we specialize in water types due to the plentiful amount of watery Pokemon that live around here. I also love being in the water myself, and have trained water types all my life. So, with that amount of expertise, do you still think you're ready to take on this gym? Nice! Get ready to experience the power of Akona's water-type Pokémon! We don't mess around with water types in Akona, especially here in Wengeford. This region is filled with tons of strong water types, and my ace is none other than Catrout. Catrout is the Whiskers Pokemon and the evolved form of Whiskeroo, who you might have seen on your way into town. These Pokemon are experts at hunting prey on both land and in the water, and can strike you with a good slash attack as well as with a water pulse. Catrout even has its own signature move known as Aqua Claw that can potentially lower the opponent's speed and cause them to flinch. So, do you think you still stand a chance? Whoa, so I guess you were ready for my water types after all. I didn't think you could beat me, but it looks like you proved me wrong. Here, take this. It's the River Badge. It's the official signal to the Akona League that you've defeated this gym. If you're looking to challenge the next gym, then Gamburg is the next city you're going to want to go to. If you take Route 304, you should eventually find it. I feel like you could really make a name for yourself in the Akona League. I wish you the best of luck.
So we made it all the way to Wengeford and got our second badge, and now we're off to Gamburg to challenge the next gym. We'll have to wait and see what awaits us there in the next episode though, so if you enjoyed this one, be sure to leave a like and a comment to help the series out. Also, as a reminder, if there are any of these mons you particularly enjoyed today, be sure to let me know in the comments as well, as I am going to be bringing some of these designs over to my very own monster catching video game, Histrobi Chronicles, and I'll be focusing on the ones that you guys like the best. The starters are already coming, but the rest are to be determined, so make your voice heard for your favorites in the comments. I would also like to give a big shout out to all of the artists who have helped me put this series together, as well as all the voice acting and pretty much everyone else, and links to all of them will be able to be found via the credits link in the description. With that said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all soon with the next episode, and until then, as always, I will smell you guys later.